most of the time when you hear an opinion, you just go, bah, whatever, what's your opinion? I don't care. But he got ripped down off the internet. Like literally every single social media platform he had, shut down.
Companies take on people that have talent is because they believe in their product, believe in that person, they believe that they can go somewhere, they believe that they can boost that company's revenue.
Yeah.
Just to cancel on that person because he said 3 or 4 different things in culture that have affected their feelings towards him. And they just cancel him like that. We are finding success. We're here to help break the monotony of your life and help you find your version of success. Welcome back to another episode, guys, with me, Adam.
And me, Alex.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. Still cold?
Well, it's
getting colder.
It is middle of November.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm not against it. It's just raining a lot.
Raining a lot. Do you know what I'm looking forward to, though? Hopefully.
Christmas?
The snow.
Wow.
I love the snow.
Yeah, but the snow sucks in the UK because it'll be there for a day, then you get the brown sludge
and
everywhere.
Slush,
yeah. It just makes a mess, and
everyone's flapping because they can't drive 2 meters down the road.
Yeah, exactly that.
Come on, people.
Pull it together.
Pull it together.
We can do this.
How's your week been?
Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah.
I've been just doubling down on health and fitness. Been most of my travelling is done for the year, so it's just personal travelling now.
Yeah.
So I can really focus on health, fitness, routines, journeys. I'm good. I'm in a good place. What about you?
Yeah, to be fair, I've been the same sort of thing. I've been, obviously, I work a lot of, I've tried to build a bit of muscle. So I've sort of...
I can see.
Cardio is non-existent.
What's cardio?
Yeah. But now,
Sex.
I've introduced cardio back into my routine. Just literally 15, 20 minutes, 10 minutes on the bike, just for high pace, going. And... makes a difference. Really weird. It's just after the session, you know, you're fatigued, you're feeling you're achy. I'll just bang some headphones in, jump on the bike for 10 minutes, turn, you know, I'm pushing 250 watts for 10 minutes and just go. And it's quite hard, but it's good.
250 watts?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah, so my average with the other day was 205 or 206 or something, over 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like, but I mean,
that's going on.
It's pretty, I was hurting.
Yeah, I bet.
And then I do one day where I walk at 12.5 degrees at 6k.
12.5?
Yeah. For 10 minutes.
Burning.
And then I'll jump on the bike up the next day.
Okay.
250 watts, 205, 95 cadence, 90 cadence for 10 minutes.
90, yeah, 90 is good speed. I like 90. But that's a lot of watts for 90 as well, I think.
Don't ask me. I'm not a cyclist.
No, even more.
But I'm enjoying it. It's good.
Yeah, that's
so
what
just do a little finisher.
After a weights training session?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just a little, almost like a little cool down in a way.
Oh, you're not breathing?
No.
That's good. Yeah, that's how I like to train.
Yeah.
If I'm doing a strength session or something like that, I'll just do a light zone 1, zone 2 fucking...
Yeah, zone 2 workout.
Yeah, exactly that. It's a good way to finish. Get the blood flowing around the body.
That's right.
Flush that lactic acid.
That's right.
Yeah.
For the next day. Although when you jump back on legs, bang, you're blown because you go and do squats. My first workout was I do legs and squats, and like your quads are like, All right. Anyway,
focus. This week, Adam. So again, it's middle of November. We're a bit late on the old hype, but I want to talk about cancel culture.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a buzzword these days. So I think, if you don't know, I'm just talking about people getting cancelled off the internet. I feel like when I say cancel, it sounds like council. Like the council houses.
That's just your accent, that, isn't it?
My silly... I don't know what it is, but it is. Cancel culture. A few weeks ago, it's probably a month and a bit ago now, Kanye West gone from billionaire status to millionaire status because people like Balenciaga, Adidas, even his banking, even the bank he uses, JP Morgan, has refused his custom. No,
really?
They're no longer serving him. They gave him 14 days notice to remove all
his assets.
Yeah.
Wow.
And move them somewhere else. So he, and I believe this came. I've not actually heard the comments, so I don't know what he said. I'm not supporting him or anything like that. But anti-Semitic comments. I think it was basically racist against Jewish people.
Okay.
Again, and I think he's been doing a few other things. Do you see him wearing a shirt? White Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been poking the world. Been trying to get him upset, and it's worked. And he's paying the price for it at the minute.
Yeah.
But he's not the only one to have done this.
No.
Anyway, there's a lot of people getting cancelled on the old internet, and there's people like Andrew Tate. You don't know Andrew Tate, do you? It blows my mind how you don't know Andrew Tate, because he was literally the internet like the last year. I couldn't go on Instagram without him coming up saying something. It was unbelievable. He was everywhere. And there's been a couple other YouTubers that I've seen. They've been cancelled because they've stated their views.
Yeah.
Some of them weren't racist views. Like I don't think of all the videos I saw of Andrew Tate, I never saw any racist views, anything like that. They were always, there's a few sexist ones, a few like, I guess you could say diminishing to women, you know, like, but nothing like offensive. They were just opinions.
Yeah.
And, you know, most of the time when you hear an opinion, you just go back, whatever, what's your opinion? I don't care. But he got ripped down off the internet, like literally every single social media platform he had, shut down. And it's the same for a load of other YouTubers, all been cancelled, and it's making me start to worry, or making me question, just like last week, questioning everything. If you haven't listened, go back and listen.
Grab side.
Why are they getting cancelled? No, so right, we know the reasons why, but are we in a world? We like to say the world is it's a free world,
free freedom of speech. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
speech,
is it truly freedom of speech if you can't give your opinion?
Yeah,
and if you do give your opinion, the powers that be take you down.
Yeah,
hide you from the world, tuck you away in a little hole, take all your assets, take all your money.
Yeah,
and then, so that's the freedom of speech that's questionable. But also, there was this issue: if you don't speak out or you don't speak up about these situations, you're just as bad. So, say if Adidas weren't to have cancelled on Yeezy, on Kanye West, and they just left the business going, left the contracts all running, they'd have probably got slated for not acting on these comments.
Yeah.
So, even though they've done absolutely nothing, they're just what do you call it? They're just in business. They're just business partners. They'd have been absolutely scrutinised for not speaking out about it. So. You're buggered either way.
Yeah, you are.
It's a really complicated world we're living in right now, and I'm struggling to navigate it.
It's
that side of things, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right, because the reason that a company like Adidas takes on Kanye West, the reason that companies take on people that have talent, is because they believe in their product, they believe in that person, they believe that they can go somewhere, they believe that they can boost that company's revenue.
Yeah.
Just to cancel on that person because he said 3 or 4 different things in culture that have affected their feelings towards him, and they just cancel him like that. I don't understand that you've brought up this person, you've believed in this person all this time, you've put numerous amounts of meetings, money, time, effort into this person to make your revenue better. Because he said 2 or 3 bad things, he might have dropped you a couple of points on the stock market, but realistically, he made up 100, 200, 300 points. So just because he's dropped you 2 points and you get rid of him, doesn't mean that you're going to climb back up the ladder and everything's going to be okay. Yeah. You know, you've now lost the Yeezy brand that's
which
now
was
gone.
Worth hundreds and hundreds of millions. I think maybe even billion, maybe.
And maybe if he goes and starts it by himself and he just doesn't have Adidas, he just calls them Yeezys with a similar sort of design, he's probably going to make more money without you because you're not taking the royalties.
I think he will, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just because companies, I don't get it why companies just drop people just like that. And it's the same with, and I understand the racial thing that happens, but unfortunately, yes, we're in a world where freedom of speech isn't necessarily free anymore.
It's not.
And it's a bit scary because you there's only so far that you can restrict someone saying before things start to happen, like riots and things like that. You know, it's like the Black Lives Matter riots. We understand that people were going out there because that's what they're writing for. They're writing for, but it's just I don't know.
A complex world because what are you saying? They had to literally turn down this huge revenue earner. They just had to turn down this money because if they weren't to, they'd have been scrutinised and critical.
Being racist as a company.
Exactly, that they take that same persona, which is unbelievable because they clearly don't. They're just completely 2 different entities. They're just working together. It's like if you work for a company and like 1,000 people in this company and one person is racist, it's like all of a sudden this company is racist.
Whole company.
Yeah, and that's just not how it is.
No.
It's just one view of one person's opinion. And it's just so complicated. There's no easy way to navigate that.
No.
That side of things.
Do you know what? It was quite bad the other day. We were watching the news with my mum. I went over there for a coffee, bless her, and we were just literally sitting there, just watching the news. And this woman was on about taking underprivileged people like, underprivileged families, grew up in a rough area, grew up in without many things in life, or grew up, I don't know what you call it, grew up in like sort of an underprivileged area, didn't have many opportunities in life, and she was taking them to the Arctic Circle, just sort of open their eyes. We're going to go kayak, and we're going to go and explore, and we're going to go do adventures and stuff. And my mum's 51 now, coming up 52, and the woman on the TV was talking, and she's explaining to people, this is what we do. And then she said, for a black man. And I kind of thought, well, hang on a minute, is that not racist in a way? Because she's singling out a culture. It's not, in my opinion, it's not racist because she was just describing a person. But other people would then see that racist. This is on live news, by the way, and I was kind of expecting we're sorry for the comment that the ladies made. Like, when they say, other brands are available. Or,
yeah.
I just kind of like, in today's society, that may be, I don't know, some people might find that offensive, and some people might find that as being descriptive and fine.
I think that's something we all need to be aware of. No matter what we say, we're going to offend some people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a massive...
This table is white. No, it's not. It's brown. Do you know what I mean? It's your opinion. If you're colourblind and you think this table's white, fine, go for it.
Yeah, spot on. And I think that's where we need to sort of start drawing the line. All right, when it's outrageous racism, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be accepted at all.
But if it is, it's just so complicated. What was I going to say about? So if you're going to upset a few people with your opinions, I'm a massive meathead. I want to eat smoked pulled pork,
started on meat, man.
Ribs, chicken wings. I love that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
can't get enough of it. Whereas a vegetarian is going to slate me for eating meat and killing and being dangerous to animals, all that sort of stuff, cruelty to animals and all that. But
it's like with the what's the thing in America? Abortions. Something I can't remember what it was now. It was in the
they've lost the right to abortion, haven't they?
Yeah, something like that. And it's just like, what age are we living in?
Yeah,
this is an age where necessarily people are doing things at younger age because they're growing up faster, and if they make a mistake as that type of person, and they've experienced that mistake, they want to unfortunately get rid of the situation that's happened because their life isn't suitable for another life to be brought up in the world. And now they don't have a choice to do that. So you've just taken something massive. Having a kid is massive in people's lives' opinion, in people's lives, because it's just, it's
a whole other being.
Yeah, it's a whole other being that you're responsible for. And yes, I understand that you can get and put up for adoption or whatever, but that's not the same thing. If you're having a bad time as a couple, or it was a mistake and that you physically can't look after it, and you're physically not well enough to look after it, you have something wrong with you physically,
or there's a chance of something wrong physically with the child,
and the child may die on birth. Then,
but then there's also the flip side that there's people that think that's a life. There's the opinion that and who am I to tell them they're wrong as well? So there's always an opposing view to every...
Exactly. You have to listen to every single both side and just go, well...
It's so complicated. But that's why we say question everything and make your own opinions up. And then part of me thinks you just shouldn't spray to the world. Like, it's a tough game to be out there in the world speaking your opinions like we do on here, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
It could get you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And it has got people in a lot of trouble. Kanye West, Andrew Tate, a lot of them, they're all in... Well, they've just been shut down. And that's another thing that's scary. They've been shut down by the powers that be, and all in a bid to silence them. Is it because they're onto something? Is it because they're dangerous to the world? I don't think they're dangerous to the world.
No. Do you know what? This is going to sound really horrible. I was watching an interview with Snoop the other day, and a woman was interviewing him. And when he was younger, he said a lot of offensive words to females. He called them the H word, and in his songs.
Yeah.
And this woman was interviewing him, and she's like, do you feel bad or regret of what you said? And he goes, no, of course I don't. That's how I feel, and that's the words I say. And if people don't like it, then let it be. Don't listen. Yeah, he's still going to sing songs. He's still Snoop Dogg's in everything. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he said one thing in 1996, doesn't change him as a person. He's still stuck with the same value, like him or not.
Yeah.
He's got the same value, and people like Kanye West. I love the bloke. I think he's an amazing musician.
Great. Yeah.
And I think he's got bipolar or something, hasn't he?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't really know.
What does it affect him? He's speaking his mind. He's got his own values. He's trying to have a freedom of speech.
He's come up from nothing.
Yeah,
built this empire that he's got now. Like, that's incredible. We should be.
All right, yeah, granted, celebrating it or not, but
yeah, he can be a little bit loopy and say some really bad things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the achievements he's made, and we just slash him down. Whereas he's an inspiration to many young kids that are born with nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Surely people need to look up to that sort of thing. Jay-Z, the likes of Jay-Z as well. All these rappers that have come from absolute nowhere create empire, because Jay-Z doesn't do much music anymore. I think he's got his finger in the pie still. Record company, Def Jam or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's not making music himself anymore.
He's a good investor, though.
He's a great investor.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in investments.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. Art, wines.
It's people. Yeah, it's people like him. It's people like, even to the fact of that you can say that you might define Kanye West as the worst person on earth right now, but there's always someone that's worse than him.
Absolutely.
You could say that Hitler's probably the worst person on earth. I mean, he's pretty up there, but there's probably someone
without doubt
in past that is worse than him. Just because we all know about that, and we don't know about 7,000 BC.
There was a is it Genghis Khan? Have you heard of him?
I've heard of Genghis Khan, but I'm not sure what he'd done.
No, I don't think that's the right name now. Actually,
that sounds like a wrestler or something.
Oh, does it? It was some rule. I think it was. Yeah, I'm not going to, because I don't know the facts. I'm not going to actually say about it. But there was
someone that was defined or said that was worse than him.
Oh yeah, he was massacred, killing massacres because the world wasn't like it is today. There wasn't, the rest of the world couldn't find out about it. They only found out about it in history when they found all the bodies and all that sort of stuff. Massive genocide. So it's partially the reason this world of this free world that we live in is no longer free, because of social media as well. Because it's sort of.
Do you know what? Again, I'm going to go into this social media side of things. Click funnels. We all do click funnels.
Absolutely.
That you see the Sun, and it's like Lewis Hamilton does something, wears a Brazil flag because of Fittipaldi called him, whatever it was, and then you click on it, and it's just like, he wore a flag for the Brazilian fans, and they all loved it. But because that thing, it just gets click, 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 and it's the same thing with Kanye West. They'll label it as, Kanye West has done something, click, click, click on it, and read it properly, and it will just say, he said a stupid word.
Yep. So, going back to last episode, question everything. Why do they do that clickbait thing?
Yeah.
Why? The reason is because if you click on that link, they've got proof that they can sell to advertisers. The people are clicking on the link, they can sell adverts, and that little slot down the right-hand side of the corner, top bar, random bars everywhere. You see the pictures when you're scrolling. You get a really annoying advert for a car or a blue pill, I don't know, whatever it is. You're scrolling. You get adverts. So they're just selling. They're selling. You're not the customer. It's the customer of the advertiser. The people wanting to advertise their companies.
They're paying. They can charge a high amount of money for the amount of clicks.
Exactly. The more clicks they get, the more money they get. So it's literally a money game. They're not actually trying to give you good quality information. They're just trying to get that click.
Yeah.
So you got to question that sort of thing.
And it's the same with Adidas and Kanye West.
Yeah.
If he's not bringing them any money anymore, if he's making things worse, get rid of him. We'll just find someone.
Yeah. Find someone else to make the money.
Why not?
I don't know. Freedom of speech is gone, isn't it? Essentially, I think
through social media.
Exactly that.
And through the news sort of stirring. It's like the COVID thing. Do you know what I mean? Like saying COVID is this, that, and the other without actually finding out the definitive facts. And then when the facts are found, there you go.
Yeah.
But then again, Joe Rogan has his own thing on COVID, and other people have their own thing on COVID. It's fine. They can speak freedom of speech, and you just have to listen to them and pick that and make your own.
Yeah, spot on, exactly. Get your own opinions made. But then, no, I'm not going to go into that, actually. I was going to...
Go for it.
All right, quickly, I was just going to mention, you've seen all these paintings being destroyed. I don't know if their paintings are being destroyed, but...
People gluing themselves to the paintings.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah.
Heinz ketchup on them, or beans and mayonnaise and mashed potato. Thrown on these paintings, then glued their hands to certain areas of wherever they are, in protest of...
Is it
climate change?
Yeah, climate change. 1.5 degrees higher on average.
Oh, we?
That's it.
That sounds horrendous.
Yeah.
I quite like
1.5 degrees.
That's a joke, everybody.
Freedom of speech.
So I would like to find out the reason why they're doing that. Though. What is that? Is that just for media hype? Is they're using the social media world to get people to hear about their protests?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Because everybody I know has heard of it and seen it, and it is genuinely bringing up a lot of chatter about it. It's increasing its spread. So actually, part of me thinks they're quite clever about doing it,
and they're doing it. Yeah, they're getting what they want. Yeah.
But I don't know if it's actually achieving anything apart from global spread.
This is the same thing with the fuel price crisis that we had. When people were laying in the middle of the road because of not letting tankers out and slashing tyres and stuff.
That's bad in France, that was. Really bad in France.
But they're achieving what they want, but they're just making the world a harder place for other people. And in that respect, they're gaining a more of a hatred from other people. And so you're achieving one thing and hindering another thing because you're hindering people getting on with their lives.
Spot on. So that's what happened in France. They were not allowing the fuel out because they're making billions and billions of profit.
Yeah.
It was. But that was affecting the everyday average Joes. They couldn't put any fuel in their cars to go to work and earn money just to pay their bills.
Effect, yeah.
So they're only affecting themselves.
Yeah.
The powers that be, the billionaires, they're sorted. Ivory towers can't be touched.
Yeah.
People down below, you're messing with your own kind, and it was really affecting France. It was about speaking to some of the boys out there, and it's just
they got really affected by it, didn't they?
Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. So sometimes, even though they have good intentions, it can just affect yourselves, unfortunately.
Just got to think of the bigger picture. Sometimes you've got to think that, if something you're going to say is going to affect the world, then don't say it to someone in private. And if they have the same opinion as you, then great, you can talk about it. If they don't,
I think that's...
don't scream about it out loud.
Just
find someone that agrees with you. If they don't agree with you, it's not a problem. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
Just don't go screaming about it.
Spot on. Do you know what some of the French did to those protests? I think it was the French police. They glued their hand to walls or something like that.
Really?
And the police just ripped their hands off the walls. There's skin on there and everything like that. So they were quite
hammer and chisel. That's like the people that glued themselves, because they've done it in the UK. They glued themselves to the side of the tanker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've done it. They've done it in the UK. So they found the refinery that people would lay and stop the truck, and they would super glue their hands to the side of the tankers and stuff. And it's just like I was so funny story. I was trying to go to work. I just landed from being away somewhere. I got home. My fuel light came on. I was like, I'm not going to make it to work in the one. I'll go to the fuel station. And this is when the fuel crisis was happening. And I drove to Tesco's, and there was a tanker parked up. I'm like, mint, I'll just wait for it to unload, and then, I'll get some fuel. So I got some fuel, went to go and pay. And the bloke was in there. He was swearing, effing and jeffing, and being really... I was like, are you all right? You need help? I was like, the process just sliced my tyres, so now I can't make my next delivery. And I'm just like, so they've sliced your tyres when you've already dumped your fuel. So what is that achieved? You've done your job. Okay, you can't then go back and do your second load or whatever. But now they've just made your life hell, and you're probably going to get not sacked, but a warning from your boss because you didn't make your next delivery, or you've just basically may's already had another warning, or he's trying to. You've got to do this, stop this at all costs or whatever. And it's just like you've just affecting everyone's lives for no reason.
The people that you are affecting are not the people that you need to be affecting.
Yeah,
essentially.
People that are affecting should be at the top, but obviously they're at the top. They don't care.
Yeah.
They've got fuel in their cars. They've probably got a fuel station at their home or something for their own personal use.
Exactly.
So, anyway, anything else to add?
It's all doom and gloom here. Jesus, that was a deep episode. We went so deep there.
It was. But
let's have some positivity to end.
Go on.
It's almost Christmas. We're middle of November. We've not got long.
Yeah.
It's quite an exciting time of year for us.
Yeah.
Why? Because we get to plan next year. Planning episode is coming up. I think we'll release it. I've been looking at the dates. We'll release it Christmas because the Sunday
is
after Christmas
Day.
is Christmas is
New Year's Day, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. New Year's Day is the first. It's too late. You want to plan it before New Year's.
That's right.
So we'll release the New Year planning episode Christmas Day. Nice Christmas special for you. Listen to it during our week. Plan your year. Boss that, and we'll get some stuff done next year.
We've got a great little spreadsheet for you guys as well to follow. Absolutely. So if you want it prior, get in touch now. Get ahead of the game. You can start planning now if you want to. Get involved. Get in touch. Anything else to add?
No, I'm good.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links will be down below. Please don't forget to rate and subscribe. Share this. Maybe we'll do a little review readout. Maybe once a week or something. We'll just get some reviews out and we'll just start reading them. Please rate and review it. Share this as well. Help us grow this podcast so we can help change the world. Take care, guys. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Wow. Success is available for everybody, so why should you settle for less?